"We're losing her, Dr. Chamberlain." I could hear a faint beeping, but could not for the life of me figure out what I was supposed to do. I knew I needed to do something, at least try to do something. I didn't know why I was here, or even where here was for that matter. Moreover, why was there a woman telling a doctor that they were losing someone? It couldn't be me. Could it?
"Shit. Come on, Kendra. You are not dying on my operating table,"
a male voice said, clearly ignoring the woman. It was a deep voice. A rather nice voice, actually. Obviously, the very insistent doctor who was trying to save my life had no plans of letting me meet my maker anytime soon. There wasn't any pain. It was as if I was dreaming and could only hear the noises around me. I couldn't see anything except darkness. I tried to open my eyes, but it was as if my eyelids had been sewn shut. They were so heavy, and just the thought of prying them apart was too exhausting to consider. What the hell was going on? What had happened to me? The woman, apparently a nurse or another assisting doctor, spoke again. "I can't get her to stabilize, doctor. She has too many injuries. She is bleeding from every appendage of her body, and there is no telling how much blood she lost before the ambulance brought her in. If we don't get the wounds closed soon, she's going to bleed out, and we will lose her." I heard a loud noise, as if a heavy object had slammed into a wall. I jumped. Well, I'm sure my body didn't move, but it scared the hell out of me nonetheless. The doctor spoke again, in a rather unkind tone of voice. I had a hunch he was the culprit who had thrown the object.
"Just do your damn job, Sherry. It isn't your call whether she dies or not. It's mine."
I could just imagine him pointing at his chest with an angry scowl on his face.
"Do what you were trained to do, or get the hell out of my OR."
I was guessing that it would be God who made the decision if I died on the doctor's table, but if Dr. Chamberlain wanted to play the part, I would let him if it meant I could open my eyes again. "Yes, doctor," Sherry whispered, then evidently went back to work on fixing my injuries, because she didn't say anything after that, and he didn't tell her to leave again. I heard soft beeps. I presumed it was coming from the heart monitoring machine. Then the sound suddenly changed from beeps to one continuous drone. From watching a lot of hospital movies on television, I realized exactly what path I was heading down, and it looked as though the determined doctor wasn't going to get a say about it. Flatline. I felt strangely calm at the realization that I was dying, and that bothered me a little. I mean, shouldn't I be panicking or something? What confused me the most was that I was still here, still hanging out in my body. Shouldn't I be walking toward a bright white light right about now? There was nothing. I was stuck in complete darkness, listening to the people around me try to save my life.
"Give me the damn defibrillator. Turn it to 120. Shoot her up with atropine. Mason, get in here and fix these bleeders. Sherry, get the hell out of the way."
He was barking orders at the staff, and from the sound of shuffling, they were doing exactly what he was telling them to do. "Adam, I was fixing," Sherry pleaded, but he didn't let her finish the thought, let alone get the words out of her mouth.
"It wasn't a request. Get out of my operating room, and if you ever address me by my first name while we are on the clock, it will be the last time you scrub in with me. Get out."
The door opened, then closed gently, but none of the other nurses had stopped working on me throughout the whole shouting match. It seemed to me that there may be something a little more personal than work going on between Sherry and the doctor. "Clear," another voice said, and I heard my body jerk on the operating table. Eerie, but true. Don't ask me to explain it. I've only been dead once. It was really troubling me that I couldn't see or feel anything. At least one of my senses had not been taken away from me yet. I could hear just fine, but the rest of my senses were pretty much gone.